Уважаемые друзья, уважаемый Ради Фаритович, уважаемый Канат Бисимбаевич, сегодня мы на Международной неделе бизнеса, на 16-й Международной неделе бизнеса, работаем второй день. Как вы знаете, что ключевыми партнерами...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second day of our event, and as you know, the strategic partners of our forum are official delegates from China, Belarus, Kazakhstan and other countries. And today, here, on this event dedicated to our relations with Kazakhstan Republic, with companies from Kazakhstan, led by the Minister of Industry and Construction of Republic of Kazakhstan, Mr. Sharlapaev, we will have special speeches and presentations of the investment potential of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Please ask any questions you have. And the most important is for us to have agreements and contracts after we finish this event. We will have the roadmap created after this, and this roadmap will be supervised by the head of the Republic of Bashkortostan. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Khabirov, the head of the Republic of Bashkortostan, who will pronounce his welcoming speech. Mr. Sharlapaev, dear guests, dear partners, dear heads of enterprises and companies, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this event. Traditionally, we come together in the Republic at the end of November. This is a tradition. But first of all, I would like to express my gratitude because we have been together during this year. We went through challenges hand in hand. There were falls and there were ascents. But since we are here and we're confident in tomorrow, this period was a success in the end. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for taking the decision to come here. Thank you to decide to work here in Bashkortostan with our colleagues from Kazakhstan. Basically, you trusted both Republic of Kazakhstan and Republic of Bashkortostan, which is a great sign of your trust. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharlapaev. We live in a very complicated world. Thank you very much for you supporting the special military operation, the soldiers who are there and their families who have stayed behind their lines. We do understand how much has been done on your behalf to make it happen. This is very important for us, and I give you my lowest bow possible. This is a special day, indeed. This is another stage in the development of Bashkir and Kazakh relations. I've already said that external economic relations, social and cultural relations between Kazakhstan and Bashkortostan are on the rise. We laid the foundation many years ago, but during this period, many different events have occurred. Finally, we have created the infrastructure of our relations, and we can say that thanks to mutual visits to Kazakhstan and to Bashkortostan on behalf of our parties, we have common vision of what the future should hold for us. We had meetings on the level of business, we had meetings on the level of the governments and the heads of our republics. This shows respect and interest in maintaining friendly relations with mutual benefits. The infrastructure, as I've already said, is based on the Institute of Representative Officers. We made a range of headcount decisions, and hopefully the government will perform this work with great importance. As we agreed, we are going to increase logistics, the amount of flight to Astana, to Almaty, and from these cities to cities of Bashkortostan. The infrastructure is based on the roadmap that we have created. The roadmap lists all the tasks on enrichment of our cultural. There are humanitarian matters there, the economical, touristic, etc. I wanted to mention that Kazakh party makes decisions very fast. When we were to National Museum of Kazakhstan last year, we wanted the program, the great step, the great man legacy to be enough as well. It didn't take even a year for us to bring this exposition to Republic of Bashkortostan. It was a great chance to immerse ourselves into this ancient culture. We exchanged theaters, we exchanged students, bands, players, and plays. We are exchanging students, and we can increase the products exchange, the industrial integration, to create enterprises in Kazakhstan. We have already started the project in Kostanay. The Bashkir soda company is already moving straight forward in many areas. We are ready to offer Kazakhstan to create a large forestry complex because we have huge capabilities in this regard, which is interesting to Kazakhstan. And we are ready to move ahead hand in hand together with our colleagues. I wanted to say thank you to the delegation of Kazakhstan. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharlapaev. This is the matter of importance and priorities. If the minister has brought a big delegation to us here, then it's a priority. And we understand that it's important for Kazakhstan to work with us. That is why we sometimes postpone our things to do here, and we go to Kazakhstan whenever we're needed there. This is a very important work. Thank you very much. I cannot promise that the work will be easier next year, but I think that we've already grown very resilient. And I wanted to say that there was an offer to the State Council of Republic of Bashkortostan. Take a look at the measures of support of business. We are living in a very complicated situation with the budget, but the ambitions have only increased. All the measures of support in the business area will be in force. The industrial support will be in force. We have different programs involving the heavy machinery, the deforesting and forest processing industry, etc. Everything has maintained and remains very important. We've already agreed that the budget should be, if the budget should be possible, then all these measures of support should be even developed and expanded. You have to use it, you have to be active, and you have to be persistent. And then everything will be fine. Thank you very much. Thank you. To present the investment potential of the Republic of Kazakhstan, we give floor to Mr. Sharlapaev from the Republic of Kazakhstan. First of all, I wanted to express my gratitude to Mr. Khabirov and the government of the Republic of Bashkortostan for providing the best possible level of cooperation in order for economic relations between the Republic of Bashkortostan, the Russian Federation, and Kazakhstan to be as efficient as they have been. Bashkortostan is a region very close to us culturally. And the cooperation we have already started, for example, the Astana project. This is the first sign of the future changes. We will go on working together. But in general, what is happening in Kazakhstan is focused on the processing industry in general. I just want you to understand the whole picture. To support all the processing industries, we invested about 1.5 billion USD in tenge, and this is the budget of 2022 for the whole Republic. We continue developing the special industrial zones. So any investor who is working in a very important area for our country has great incentives. For the companies which come with big investment budgets, we have created special investment contracts. when we can have special tax incentives, special property taxes, property and land taxes. All of these incentives can be given for a very long period of time for the investors who are working in Kazakhstan, especially when we're talking about those which are most prioritized by the state. And we have the same priorities between our republics. And the structure of economy of Republic of Bashkortostan is quite similar to the structure of economy of Republic of Kazakhstan. We can easily expand it on the territory of Republic of Kazakhstan, or we can start a kind of a spin-off in Kazakhstan. From the point of view of measures of state support, Kazakhstan has the full set of tools to attract additional investments or to provide for industrial cooperation. We are working very closely together when the production lines start in Kazakhstan or they end there, or in some other states in Central Asia, or vice versa, or when they start at our neighbors' territories and then they end in Kazakhstan. This is based on friendly relations first of all, thanks to good relations between Republic of Bashkortostan and Kazakhstan. And this is something which creates mutual trust within which the businesses can work on the territories of both republics with ease. And in general, I believe that it's a dialogue on an intergovernmental level, on the level of the management of the country, helps us to solve the problems in regards to business, first of all, if they occur in the projects. Why are we so attentive to it? Why do we try to work with regions that are very close to us in the Russian Federation? We believe that culturally and geographically and industrially, we have created great ties which are not that relevant now, but it doesn't mean that we should just forget about them. We should create raw models for industrial cooperation. I believe that the regions close to Bashkortostan are the direct nominees for such work. That is why we brought regional teams to help business to construct such a dialogue. In general, thanks to the goodwill of Mr. Khabirov and other top management representatives of the Republic of Bashkortostan, thanks to their goodwill, we have a very firm foundation to continue our work. And we believe that altogether we'll have to continue this work. And when we're talking about the business representatives from the Republic of Bashkortostan, we have to provide most beneficial climate. And thanks to such close relations, which could be called friendly, in a spirit of partnership, based on the level of top management of our republics, we will manage to achieve this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Sharlapaev. In short, I would like to say, Mr. Khabirov, Mr. Sharlapaev, today we had another meeting of the work group which works in relation between Kazakhstan and Bashkortostan. All in all, we have 57 areas of development. We have dozens of projects that we are supervising within this work. And I would like to highlight that the whole infrastructure for this work is provided. We have trade representative in Kazakhstan who works in Astana. We have an office in Almaty. We have the council, honored council in Ufa, and he works in the center of the Republican management to be as efficient as possible, to have this wonderful communication with the government. We have aviation connection with Astana and Almaty. More than 11,000 citizens of Kazakhstan and Bashkortostan have already used these aviation routes. We have huge workloads, which is supported by the Republic of Bashkortostan. And it was done almost manually, and the head of the Republic was performing great work in this regard. We have infrastructural projects. We have the new railroad which is being implemented, which is going to connect our enterprises with Kazakhstan. The alternative route, which is going to shorten our route by more than 200 kilometers. We have ambitious plans on Eurasian economic relations and cooperation. It's a huge project that we are implementing. And thanks to Kazakhstan, who got interested in these projects, we signed the relevant agreements. And today we are already working on a kind of a trans-logistics hub. That is why we involved Eurasian Development Bank, and our areas of expertise have been working in these important fields, and this is very important for all of us. And usually we're talking about industry. More than 37 products of the regional production is the light machinery. Here we have the new beginnings, so to say, new developments. I would like to say thank you to Bashkir Soda Company, which is connected to more than 50 enterprises in Kazakhstan. The Ural Springs, the Uralsky Pruzhiny plant, which was mentioned by our colleagues right now. So we have the company which is building the railway cars on Infinity, and there are lots of areas of expertise that we can grow in. We have discussed many matters together. We are following all the developments, and we are reporting to the head of the Republic, to Mr. Khabirov, directly, and all the projects that we already had are going to be a success. I give floor to Mr. Pilash, Vice Director of Minister Construction. You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Khabirov and Mr. Sharlapaev. Today I'm going to present you my company. Our company is a producer of medical furniture. We have been working in this field for 26 years, and 80% of Russian Federation's companies are furnished with our furniture. This is why we can say that we are the leaders of this, and we are proud that most of the materials that we use are from Bashkortostan, so they are local, since we support our local producers. As for today, we have 40,000 square meters of productional areas, and we are building this complex in order to meet our clients' requirements. The geography of our work is from a chair to some real complicated medical furniture, and this is why the people are interested in our products, and the geography of export is about 20 countries for nowadays. And I would like to say that the relationship between the countries, between us and the Kazakhstan Republic, are very, very warm. And this is why the first industrial platform is in Kazakhstan. We've been working with one of the companies for 10 years, and the shares are 50-50. And as for now, we have $500 million. So we have a license here, and we have chosen the area. And we will be really glad for the support. We will be really grateful for your support. And now we need to get some documentations, such as certification, registrational documents in our Kazakh company, since we have gotten our documents as a Russian company, but we also need those documents in Kazakhstan Republic. Also, we would like to get some support from Minprom of Kazakhstan, and we would like to say that in Kazakhstan Republic there is currently a new producer of such products. Thank you very much Dmitry Alexandrovich. I would like to say that any measures of support which you use to realize your project are very, very agile now, and the problems that we have now is that we need to face any project very individually. Like you may know that we support our investitions program. This is the only program in Russia currently. So we use it to give some licenses and accreditations, and we are here to support you, to support any of your suggestions. It's held every Thursday, and this is a potential of collaboration between. Yeah. So now we are going to give the word for our partner. To our partner from Agidel. Agidel has recently had its anniversary. And in the period of 9 months, we have given the factory to our investor. And it's not only working, but we also are opening another one. And it's going to be 44,000 square meters. And it's going to be open soon. And it's like an individual collaboration. And it's like a good case of any collaboration. Good day, dear participants. I would like to introduce our factory, our plant, not only from the perspective of what it can and the perspectives. I would also tell you about the building of this factory. First was 27th of May on a meeting. We have signed this agreement in St. Petersburg, and we had this kind of project. It was really fast, and the 16th of June the project was signed. And so we started to get ready with the technical production. In September we had started building it, and in October we had started working with the productions. Because as you may know, the building is going to be really it's not a very fast process. So the factory has some competences in the next things. So the first one is working with the wheat. We can store the wheat, and we can process it. We have this set of the projects of things which we can do in our factory. So any type of cooperative or like a farmer can get this catalog of those things. They can get like some suggestion, and so they can solve their problem. The second one is that it's not that I'm calling the topics. We have made a scientific center, and we have like a general engineer here from Belarus. We have a team of people with higher education, and they are developing these projects. And we have already had some smaller contracts, but anyways, it's like our which was made by our factory. So the second one, we have this another kind of wheat, and this third one is the combination, and the fifth one is that we have automated systems of all of these complexes. So even if we go from Bashkortostan to Kazakhstan, it's going to be remotely directed by us. And this is why we are remotely looking remotely and we see if there are some problems. And if we see that there are problems on these factories, we can come and help them. As for today, we have accreditations, we have all the licenses, and we have some subsidiaries, and we have expenses covered by the government of Republic of Bashkortostan. It's covered up to 50% and even 60% on the northern regions. So for the first 5 years, we have been given a lot of support by the government. It was made under the program ALGA. So there was a compensation in 18% of taxes. We also had this opportunity of not paying custom taxes when buying some production. We could get some production more effectively and cheaper. And most of the production needed we have already bought and launched. Most of the automatic lines and mechanical stuff we have already bought and launched once again. We have bought it mostly in Republic of Belarus and in Russian Federation. So the launching of this machinery and equipment we couldn't do without any specialists. We couldn't do it ourselves. We needed to get some specialists involved. This is why successful realization of such a project showed that we are interested in collaboration and in realizing such projects in Republic of Bashkortostan. And if we see the localization of here in the Republic of Bashkortostan, it's up to 80%. And if we see the friendly states, it's up to 100%. So it's not like we are facing problems when we want to import some production from friendly states, since we have it here in the Republic of Bashkortostan and the Republic of Belarus. So after that, AMCADOR has decided to launch yet another project on building and production of special technique for ground workings. We have made about 1,000 such equipment, and we have spent about 8 billion rubles. It's much more than we have expected to make. But it's going to be like a classical factory in which we can take pride of. So the new factory is going to have about 500 working places, and we know that such an amount influences our society. And we understand that such working places are made in regions which are not easy to, which are not that populated. This is why we ask social media and people in government to help us in with this problem. So I understand that this is really close for us and you, but anyways, our specific of the meeting is Republic of Kazakhstan. Yeah, but I only have one more sentence left. So the first, when we have already started making this factory. We are planning to be finished in 2024. You have forgotten to... so I told Prime Minister of Belarus and also the leader of Republic of Bashkortostan. Thank you very much, Fyodor Alexandrovich. Once again, dear colleagues, I want to remind you that today our main topic is the meeting of colleagues from Kazakhstan with the Prime Minister Sharlapaev. And it's important for us and for our partners not only to invest in Republic of Bashkortostan, but also speak about the opportunities of Republic of Kazakhstan and their preferential zones and their market. So if you have some questions, there are two more speakers. And if you have some questions, they are going to answer them. So on the perspectives on
We would like to speak about, we'll give floor to Kirshan from Skosh Company. Good day, Mr. Khabirov. Good day, Mr. Sharlapaev, dear participants of the forum. I wanted to speak in short about my enterprise, about the perspectives we can see in the cooperation with the Republic of Bashkortostan. We have been founded in year 70. We have more than 1,200 people. We are a multi-profile enterprise and we have 4 production lines. Despite the fact that in year 2021, 53% were the products made for conventional machinery. We know that the situation is not the best in the country, but we had good revenue, and this year we will grow even further. It is good that we find chances and possibilities to diversify our production. 53% were in 2021, and now thanks for us to be capable of issuing the individual protection means we managed to return some of the investments. And right now the share of the car materials are only 43% against 53% that were before. I'll skip this since we have some time constraints. The main types of products which are delivered to light vehicles production are the textile, etc. So we are working based on localization. Means we can develop things based on the requirements of the market or provide something which we already have developed. We have been providing goods to AvtoVAZ, to Renault, Volkswagen, which are almost non-existent here. We have the full set of production. I'm not going to stop here. Everybody sees this. So we are producing the textile, artificial leather, and of course the different parts for gearboxes, etc. We have our own sewing production, and we have a full cycle of automated design and construction there. It works in an automatic mode. We have different technologies for civic vehicles production. So you see different materials that we are producing. To individualize the artificial leather, we have methods of perforation and prints. So you can see how we are producing the headrest, our capabilities. We have accredited testing lab, and the second area of our activity is production of emergency means. So we've received it from Uzemik, which was transferring their production to Neftekamsk from Ufa. And we started issuing the rubber sealed materials. We are producing airtight cylinders, hydrothermal suits, etc. And we have different types of amortization cords. And we are the only ones who provide this product to the market. Everything is certified export. 10% at the end of 10 months is export, but unfortunately the share of Kazakhstan is very little. But we have good potential here. We understand that the vehicle production of Uzbekistan is receiving most of our exports, and we are increasing the amount of export to Uzbekistan, Uzdongyang primarily. In year 2022, we have signed an agreement during the forum Zauralia, together with Saryar Autoprom. This is the agreement on intentions, but unfortunately the intentions have remained the intentions and nothing more. We would like to start this work anew and to start the shipments finally. Out of 10 millions, we have these methods for saving people in extreme situations. Also, we are implementing a big investment project to produce secure materials. We have equipment from Malaysia, and we're planning to launch this production in the first quarter of next year. So it would be beneficial for us to start delivering goods to production platforms of Kazakhstan. I'm sorry, we had the vice president of the Association of the Producers of Motor Vehicles from Kazakhstan. Maybe we will be able to organize the meeting for you. So, all in all, we have two projects, Kia and Kostanay. This production has started in October this year. And in Almaty, we're constructing a big factory to produce different cars produced by Chinese companies. So once again, they will be interested in the materials that you are providing and producing. Could you please leave us your contact details? We'll contact you. Thank you. And another report is the forestry complex. Together with our partners, we are discussing the implementation of a large investment project. We might have different types of enterprises created there, so we will have the forest processing company. So we discussed it during the meeting of the working groups. And we give floor to Kosmokhanov Nurman, the Ural Forest. Could you please switch on your microphone? Dear ladies and gentlemen, in short about our company, we are the biggest company processing the wood in the Republic of Bashkortostan. We are a company of partial cycle. We are doing the restoration of forest down to the deep processing. Our company is issuing a range of products made of wood processing, different types of wood used in construction and furniture. We also provide for the production of different fire equipment, and we are also have different means of marking the products, labeling them, and due to foreign institutes as SC leaving the country, our Russian guys have created the so-called the forest ethanol, which is recognized in the Asian countries as well. We have been export-oriented company with large share in countries such as USA and the European ones. So since our partners left us, it's their mistake and not something we want to fix. So we have unique plywood. So it's made of birch and it cannot be replaced by anything else. We reoriented to the Asian countries and Middle Eastern ones. So our company is working with 31 enterprises. So the product turnover has doubled. The share of market of Kazakhstan has increased from 2.3 to 14%. In 2 years, we increased the product turnover between our companies and our importers in the Republic of Kazakhstan. As a part of business mission on Inaprom in 2023, we hosted many negotiations and concluded agreements with Jamila company, for example. We signed a contract and we've already started first deliveries. Kazakhstan is one of the strategic countries of the market for our assortment, and in the nearest future we want to increase the turnover up to 20%, expanding our relations. I would like to highlight that our partners have been very active. We didn't produce the laminated plywood for construction, and we didn't go to the segment of the high-rise buildings construction materials. We decided to launch this production right now, and historically it happens so that territorially we are closer to Kazakhstan than any other republic, and we are launching this product. It's demanded in the republic because all the biggest companies due to logistics are going to receive the cheapest product both in Russia and Kazakhstan. Since we linked to wood processing, and here we are in this wonderful hall, wood is a very warm product. And once again, historically, we are very close to Kazakhstan. So almost every second built home has a drop of Bashkir warmth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are working in very different and diverse areas, and the dynamics is growing. This year, our enterprises of the agricultural nature have delivered almost 68,000 tons of products. We are developing on and on. That is why we are working in all the possible areas. As it was said by Mr. Khabirov, both in culture and science, we have different projects. This is the end of the official part of this event from the point of view of your presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, what questions do you have? Looks like everything is pretty clear, right? Bashkir language has this word tartip, which is discipline. Kazakh language has the same word, meaning the same. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. I would like to highlight that this event is held in the end of the year, just to draw some conclusions and say thank you. Every time I want to ask all of you, so since you are the heads of your departments and areas, please don't forget your employees. We, the rewarding organization, understand that people have to receive the awards, etc. So there are state awards and there are private awards. So we do everything not to be too greedy. We are always welcoming those who are doing wonderful work, and we always love to give them awards for that. And once again, I highlight, let's move ahead. Indeed, I've heard wonderful words from all of you. For the motor vehicles industry, I think your company is one of the few across the whole former Soviet Union. And you are very sustainable, and you are providing us with wonderful products. Thank you very much to everybody. Once again, thank you.